Hello Giants fans, welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants beat the Pirates today 8-7. They sweep them in 3 games. How good does that feel? Now, would you believe it if I told you that LaMonte Wade Jr. homered again today? He's just hitting home run after home run. It's a power surge for him. And the Giants, they got a 5-0 lead on Wade's home run, as well as doubles by Tommy La Stella and Wilmer Flores. They would blow that lead. The Pirates would get ahead 6-5. Alex Wood went 6 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, so it's not a bad start, but it's also not the best that we really want to see. And I think I was talking yesterday about how I just think teams should be able to go back to the 4-man rotation thing. I mean, the famous manager Earl Weaver would agree with that, as well as some people from Baseball Prospectus, and I believe in the 4-man rotation and 3 days of rest, and that starting pitchers do not need 4 days of rest for any really good reason unless they're coming off an injury or something. But you know what? You know what I'm saying is basically we need to have tough baseball players out there that can pitch on 3 days of rest. That's why I want baseball to go back to that, and the Giants are a team that I think could particularly benefit from that. Now, please, I want to be honest here. I am not picking on Alex Wood. I'm not. He's thrown some good starts for the Giants this year, as well as some not so good ones, but I'm really saying if more starts went to Logan Webb and Carlos Rodon, that would be a good thing. So it's just, I feel like my team, the Giants, is just in that spot where I can really say I would prefer it if they had a 4-man rotation. We'd get Carlos Rodon and Logan Webb a lot more starts here. It's just a concept. People think baseball should go back to that 4-man rotation, and I can just say, hey, look, that's just so true with the Giants right now. But Alex Wood can also be solid. I'm still hoping for some more improvement the rest of the year. So 6 innings, 3 runs in the bullpen. You know, John Brebbia came in and gave up 3 runs. The Pirates got ahead 6-5, but then Brandon Crawford tied the game in the bottom of the 7th inning with a double. And Camilo Doval was pitching the 9th inning for the 3rd day in a row, and he didn't really have it, but the run that got the Pirates ahead in the 9th inning came on an error by Evan Longoria. So that defense thing for the Giants, it's just sometimes an issue. And I would say, let me comment on that and say I value hitting above defense as long as defense is playing at par level, well, like at least replacement level, or good enough to be able to get the routine plays out. So I couldn't say, hey, I value hitting above defense all the time, because, well, what if defense is losing a lot of routine plays, making a lot of errors? Well, and they also, it's not just errors, it's fielding range too. They need to have a reasonable fielding range and be able to sometimes make smart plays, you know, which I'm putting defense then on a whole different level from pitching. I'd say pitching and hitting are both the things that I value the highest, as long as defense can be at a certain decent level. And the Giants' defense, I think it really often has not been at that decent level this year. But, you know, they've been winning against the Pirates, but it was Longoria's error that got the Pirates ahead this time. So a lot of indecency in the Giants' defense so far this year, but they outplayed it tonight, so that got a run on the board against Camilo Doval, not an earned run on him. That run's on Longoria, but the Pirates were ahead 7-6, and you know, it's we can sometimes say, I mean, I've looked at the Giants, and when I was just not happy with how they were performing, it would be one of my things to really say to myself that the Giants are just a terrible team at coming back in the 9th inning, ever having a chance. But they did that a lot more last year in their 107-win season. They came back in the 9th inning. That's a thing to look for in baseball. I'll just tell you right here. It's really a thing to look for, whether a team ever has the ability. That they're going to do it less than 50% of the time, obviously, you know, since closers are usually the best relief pitchers, and teams know to get the best closer they possibly can. So you're going to come back in the 9th inning less than 50% of the time. I mean, you would anyway against an average pitcher. It's just the way baseball works. But I still look at that as a real thing in baseball. A team, does it have the capacity to rally in the late innings when it's behind, and how much does it do that? I mean, that could really be a statistic. It could at least be something you look at when you're evaluating the success of a team. Does this team have the ability to come back to rally when it's behind? And the Giants, it was Thairo Estrada who lifted them. With a runner on base, Estrada hit the first pitch for his first career walk-off homer. And that was it. 8-7, the Giants won on Thairo Estrada's walk-off home run. The other time Estrada saved the Giants was actually on opening day when Camilo Doval gave up a 3-run homer in the top of the ninth. It was Estrada in the bottom of the ninth who tied it to keep them alive with a home run. And actually, I will say the Giants won in extra innings on that day. I think that was the only Giants extra inning win of this year, and that they lost all the rest. But that was the other time when Thairo Estrada, at least that I can remember, when Estrada helped them with a home run in the ninth inning. And he's the hero today for the Giants. He came up, he hit a walk-off home run to give the Giants the sweep here. And next, they're going to play the Diamondbacks, the Rockies, and the Tigers, all weaker teams. And we're back, the Giants are back at 500. And I said, with series against the Pirates and Diamondbacks coming up, I said they really be good for them if they could sweep one of the teams. Well, they've done that against the Pirates. They've swept the Pirates. They're back at 500, back in the thick of things. They've got a thing to play for just over the next couple of weeks. They've got a chance to play baseball and to get back into this. And we may not have been expecting them to do it. There have been a lot of unexpected twists for the Giants. They've had bad losing streaks. They have had a few bad losing streaks this year, and then just had the ability to turn it around. They've also had really good, hot winning streaks. It's just been a trend kind of up and down. Bad losing streaks, good, hot winning streaks. So, the Giants were expected to buy at the trade deadline. I don't think any of us expected them to have that 7-game skid, getting swept in 4 by the Dodgers, then in 3 by the D-backs, and then the next week getting swept in 4 again by the Dodgers. So I don't think any of us expected that to happen to the Giants, but it did. But then again, did any of us really expect the Giants to come through and sweep the Pirates and to be back at 500? Well, we may not have. We may have been thinking like this was a lost season. So unexpected bad turn of events for the Giants. They could be starting really an unexpected good turn of events. And it has been the swing of things. I will say that has been the swing of things this season. It's just gone both ways. So that is where we are right now. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not. Also, please email me with questions or comments at gabrielvaughn89@gmail.com. Thank you. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101. Next series is against the Diamondbacks.